Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 2 of season 3, episode 19 of Universe Mode. This is our Smackdown episode. Our stream cut out, but it is time for our main event here on Smackdown, as it'll be the first ever WWE Women's Champion in Universe Mode, Asuka, against Mercedes Moné, our Women's Champion. Look at who is recording. Soul Championship winner Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley obviously had a successful SmackDown debut last week against Athena. Asuka, a woman who's also dead set on trying to become Women's World Champion in her career. She will be in non-title action against Mercedes Moné, and obviously with what we just saw between Jay White and Big Bronson Reed, maybe that could help with the confidence of Asuka here in our main event of Friday Night SmackDown. A WrestleMania worthy match in its own right. We are getting here on SmackDown as here. And obviously, Mercedes Moné obviously must not be in a very good mood, knowing Rhea Ripley is going to be in Asuka's corner here in this match. Mercedes Moné has been reigning as Women's World Champion ever since Fastlane, when she won the, at the time, SmackDown Women's Championship from the man Becky Lynch. Obviously, these two ladies, a lot of history in their wrestling careers. But our main event starts right now. Non-title action, but obviously you got to think if Asuka manages to get the win over Mercedes Moné here tonight, surely Asuka could receive a Women's World title opportunity. But what a chaotic episode of SmackDown we had. If you haven't seen part 1, I highly recommend you do. We had a attack between the Motor City Machine Guns and Metaphor. The Great Khali won the 24/7 title. Darby Allin made a challenge to main event Jey Uso at WrestleMania. Johnny Gargano betrayed Kevin Owens. And we found out that it'll be Will Ospreay on Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. Is starting to get insane as Mercedes didn't work, and Asuka into the beautiful kicks, as Asuka would love to get back to championship prowess. We previously mentioned she is the first ever WWE Women's Champion in her Universal Mode career, the title that used to be called the Raw Women's Championship. Look at this by Asuka. Oh no. Oh, shot right to the shoulder. Could have dislocated Mercedes' arm. Mercedes might not even make it to WrestleMania. And now Asuka, full steam ahead. You see Rhea Ripley cheering Asuka on. A lot of history between those two ladies, but obviously a common enemy in Mercedes. We saw Mercedes at the Royal Rumble retain the Women's World Championship over Asuka's tag team partner Kairi Sane of the Kabuki Warriors. And Asuka tried to hit a big drop kick. Mercedes moved out of the way, and now the champion into a roll through and a kick out. Two of the best women's wrestlers in history colliding here in our main event of SmackDown. Two women that revolutionized women's wrestling. And the axe handle by Moné. And ever since Mercedes got drafted to Friday Night SmackDown, she has shown each and every single one of us why so many people regard her as the greatest women's wrestler in the world today. Oh, the crossbody. Didn't get all of it, but it was enough to knock Asuka down. But Asuka rolling up Mercedes' shoulders down in a kick out by the Women's World Champion. And now look at Mercedes go. And the champion is rolling. That is why they call her the CEO. She's able to bounce back from any situation. Backstabber to Asuka. Here's the cover for the victory here tonight. She got it. Mercedes beats Asuka in our main event. Two of the greatest women's wrestlers in the world. But in the end, the Women's World Champion, proving why she is the holder of that title, as Rhea Ripley stood there and watched as Mercedes once again proves to each and every single one of us why she has held that title for as long as she has and has beaten as many talents as she has. Can Rhea Ripley be able to stop this? The backstabber to Asuka, no bank statement necessary. And Mercedes getting the win over Asuka here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. A victory here for Mercedes Moné here on Friday Night SmackDown, as we are inching closer and closer towards WrestleMania, as Mercedes Moné will defend that Women's World Championship against Rhea Bloody Ripley, the four-time WWE Women's Champion. Can Rhea win her fifth women's title, but her first reign as Women's World Champion? We are going to find out at WrestleMania. But ladies and gentlemen, that will have to conclude episode 19 of season 3 of SmackDown here in our WWE 2K25 Universe mode. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on. Shout out to Wolf Ayers for booking this and every other episode of SmackDown here in our Universe mode series. And until next time, this has been your boy, Willie Alexander of Will's Wrestling Corner. I will see you in the next video. Be good, people, and peace.